Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Rotary Club of Gainesville's Tuesday meeting at the Cade Museum. Please silence your cell phones, and if you're watching on YouTube, please register your participation by sending an email to info@rotarygainesville.org. Please join me in welcoming Tom Collette to lead us in Song and Pledge.
Good afternoon, everyone. Are you ready to sing today? We are going to sing a song that hopefully, after every event in the Olympics is completed, we hear our national anthem. Are you ready? Gordon, you ready? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And now please join me in the pledge to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Tom. Joining us via Zoom for our invocation is Kevin Thorpe.
We pray. Gracious God, we are thankful for this day. We honor you that as the summer draws to a close, for parents, students, teachers, administrators, we thank you for your covering grace and your mercy that has protected us throughout this time. We pray that as our young people prepare their hearts and minds to re-enter a learning environment, that you will be with them and guide them. We thank you in advance for the activities of this week as we strengthen our relationships with local teachers. We are honored to have our district governor with us, and we look forward to his presentation. It is for your sake and for your glory we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Kevin. Please be seated. If we have any guests and visiting Rotarians, we encourage you to stand and introduce yourself to the group. Tom will be around with the microphone.
I've been elected. Let me go this way.
Good morning, or afternoon, sorry. I'm George Sachs, and I'm visiting Rotarian with the Flagler Beach Club. I came up with the Governor Mickey.
We won't hold that against you.
Hello, fellow Rotarians. I'd like to introduce Ralph Emerson. He is a former president of the Pensacola Club and Paul Harris Fellow. He's our administrator for Allevia Home Health, a partner with Community Hospice.
Who's introducing you? Oh, you just introduced you.
I'm just a visiting Rotarian. It's Holly Bender. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Which club? Tell them which club.
The Monday Evening Club.
Thank you.
Exciting. Hello. My name is Daniel Alvarado with Team Logic IT. I've brought here Clay Rowland with me. He's one of my lead engineers, and he's just tagging along today to experience it.
All right. Awesome. What do you think? We should put Daniel on FM radio. Hello, everybody.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. On June 11th, Sarah Livingstone gave an insightful presentation to our Rotary Club about prioritizing mental health in the workplace. Today, I'd like to give Sarah a chance to speak directly about her company, Are You Motivated? Specializing in burnout prevention and intervention education. Are You Motivated offers crucial service to help organizations address and manage burnout effectively. Sarah holds a master's degree in social work with a focus on management and leadership, along with a graduate level certification in human services, brings over a decade of experience in the field. She's eager to share her expertise and support your team in fostering a healthy work environment. And I told her if I get 2 customers, she's going to join our club. So here's Sarah.
Thank you for inviting me, Bill, inviting me back. My name is Sarah Livingstone. Okay, let's get in front of you. My name is Sarah Livingstone, and my company is Are You Motivated? I'm the CEO and founder of the company. Now, we focus in on burnout prevention and intervention education. Really excited about that because employee assistance programs, now 98% of companies have employee assistance programs. And so one might wonder, if we're providing burnout education, what's the difference? What's the difference in educating? Well, it's exciting because employees, they struggle with mental and physical and emotional stress when this is not addressed. We offer not only continuing education, but a presentation. With the presentation, we're able to meet the needs, so there's no stigma. We meet the needs, so there's no stigma. What I mean by that is we address them in a group. We address them in a group and meet that mental health need. But not just that, the continuing education supports them. We provide 3 to 6 months of support for your employees. And I really want to encourage you today that you have the power. You have the power to make a difference with your employees. You have the power because it's not just something to do. You obviously value your employees. You obviously value your employees because you have the employee assistance program. And what we want to do is we want to heighten that support. We want to be a partner with you in that. So I'm going to talk with you afterwards and see if you would like to have a consultation. We would like to really get in there and find how we can support your staff. Are You Motivated focuses in on mental health wellness, and we really want to bring burnout education to you.
Welcome to each and every one of you today to our meeting.
And now with a quick announcement on the renamed Undies 500, Ms. Helen Gilstrom.
So these are on your table about, we started Undie 500, but that was in May, years and years ago. I think Undies 2024 is much, much better. We'd like to collect 2024 pair, so let's work on it. It's not out of the question. Okay, who here is a runner? Holly? You runner? No. Oh, okay. All right, here's one for you. What kind of underwear do long distance runners wear? Marathons. Okay, there you go. Okay, we all know underwear is not important until you need it, right? Okay, so we're collecting undies for our public schools for all ages because stuff just happens. We want to keep students in school. We're working with Kelly Costomo, and she's going to come next week and talk more about what they're doing with it and how it serves the needs of the nurses in the schools. So this is really easy. You can bring undies in. You can go shopping and bring some in, buy some for yourself, buy some for the school. All right. There's a QR code that Jenny Van Hart worked out. You can go on that QR code. It'll take you directly to the wish list for the school board, and it'll directly send the undies to the school board, okay? They're also going to add an Amazon gift card on there, so keep your eyes open for that if you'd rather do that. You know me, I'll take money at the door anytime. You can bring me cash, check. You can bring me lottery tickets, whatever works. I'll be happy to take it. And if you want to do Venmo, Jenny's email is there on the thing. So we're looking forward to a big success. Thank you.
Thanks, Helen. This is always one of my favorites. I always love it when we have the undies hung across the museum for y'all as a reminder. These are pretty cute. And now please join me in welcoming our president, Ryan Thompson.
Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome guests. Holly, it's great to see you again. John Shirt, good to see you again too. There we go, right on cue. So one matter of business before we get started. Our Rotary Clubs of Gainesville Foundation is getting started. As you know, they kind of are the behind the scenes board directors for the Seafood Spectacular and the Wild Game Feast. So part of my duties as president of the club is to appoint 7 members to that board. These 7 in front of you, Hawes Adams, David Gracie, Dwight McKee, Jay Norquist, Jason Schenk, Jenny Van Hart, and Greg Young have all accepted to volunteer in that capacity. There are a few other members from our club that will be also serving on that board as well. But the foundation bylaws requires our club to vote on the approval of 7. So here you go. So all those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, like sign. All right, very good. Thank you very much. The teacher gift bags. I know there's short notice on this, but we really wanted to get something out to the teachers for the start of the school year. So we're putting together about 300 gift bags, just snacks, something to show appreciation to teachers on their first day of school. So this Thursday at 5:30 p.m., TJ has graciously both coordinated and willing to host this event. He's going out and getting the supplies. He's really made the contact with the school board to select the 5 different schools. So he's really gone out of his way. Currently, we have 5 people that are signed up. I'm hoping that we get more, 300 bags. I hope a few more of us sign up for that. So if you are available Thursday night, hopefully you'll be able to join us. We also need people to help deliver those bags on Monday. So if you're interested, please see me or reach out to TJ. He'll be sending out another email with the link to sign up this afternoon. Adam Lee, one of our members, was recently appointed to the Alachua County Court Bench. So I'd like to make a point throughout the year to celebrate some accomplishments from our members. Then RLI on August 10th, I think we have 10 people signed up. So thank you to everybody that signed up. There's a tremendous amount of value in learning about Rotary, much beyond our club. So thank you for seeing the value in that. Parts 1 through 3 are full. But there is a graduate course on the foundation that's open. Vibrant Club Seminar. I mentioned this last week. There's a bright flyer on your table. If you're interested, please consider signing up for that. I really want to encourage you, if you're interested in club engagement and bringing vibrancy to our club, please look at that opportunity. And then last, the survey. So we've had about 30% of the club maybe fill out the survey. Would really like to hear from more of you. It's confirmed a lot of things that we want to focus on this year, which is great. And then it's opened our eyes to other things that we want to look at. So I think a lot of that you'll hear today. But please consider, if you haven't already, filling out that survey. At this time, I'd like to invite our Assistant Governor Dorothy Zimmerman to introduce our District Governor Mickey Ulmer.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for having me back. It's good to see some of you guys. I understand from your president that we are welcoming back one of your club's members who will be speaking this afternoon. Apparently, our district governor got his start in this club as the sergeant at arms for when, I think, where's Wes? Where'd he go? There he is. When he was president. Is that true? Wes, is it true that our district governor was your sergeant at arms in this club? So that began, so it's my pleasure to introduce Mickey today. Apparently, we're going to talk about his career in 3 phases. So he began his career 25 years spent as an ad guy, working promotion, strategic planning, ad agency guy in what he calls old school retail operations. So while helping lead an ad agency, he expanded his focus to hospitality, which led to his next 25 years with a large regional barbecue restaurant chain, first as vice president of marketing and later as an owner, as a franchisee. Is it impolitic to mention that name when another Sonny's Barbecue? So as an owner of that restaurant, he helped organize cold night shelters and donated food to relief efforts. For 15 years, he and his wife opened their restaurant each Thanksgiving Day to provide over 200 meals to people in need of a hot holiday meal and a bit of encouragement. And for a couple of summers, he even convinced Santa Claus, this is what he says, to vacation in North Florida and help Toys for Tots raise money and toy donations for area children. So you can see this is an individual who thinks about service to others. So as a club member, which is where I met Mickey at Rotary Leadership Institute many years ago, as a club member, officer, and president, and as a member of the Paul Harris Society and the Polio Plus Society, as a district assistant governor, a member of the Fund and Procedures Committee, and the director of the Rotary Learning Institute, when helping start 2 new Rotary clubs, and now with the district governor responsibilities, let's say that Mickey is looking forward to and committed to Rotary service being the focus of his next 25 years. So it's my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our district governor, Mickey Ulmer. And I forgot to say that, you know, the women's gymnastics team is taking the court right now. So what are we going to do?
Well, let me tell another little story. We also were together, Dorothy and I, as presidents-elect at Pets in March when the University of Florida was playing on television. And Barry Rassin, our president at the time, the international president at the time, was speaking. We very carefully had an iPad, or I think Jenny had it. It was Jenny's, and we watched the game as best we could and listened to the stats and tried not to cheer too loudly when we won. And Barry Rassin was a great speaker, and we applauded him. And afterwards, he came over to me and said, "Did we win the game?" I was led astray by Jenny and Dorothy, and so I'm still here. But I'm so glad to be here with you all. It's always wonderful to come back to this club, and that's the way I look at it, is coming home. I said that before. I'm going to get my stuff all together here and try to stay on task and tell you that the real Rotary is individual Rotarians and Rotaractors and their clubs. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The big picture stuff, that's for another time. We're going to talk about today this club. I want to start by getting you to think about passion. Rotary is nothing without passion. Passion is everywhere. Everyone has the opportunity and the ability to enjoy passion. There's a lot of, we all have passions. Wes, what's your passion in life beyond the blue? There you go. And every one of us have passions. David, what's your passion? I hear, when I ask these questions, I hear things like fishing, pickleball, gators. Those are mine, but okay. And then as we get into, people start talking more about it, then you hear people say things like, well, feeding the hungry, conquering polio, getting clean water to a village, in South America. So passion has two forms. That personal, I'm a fisherman form, and that more socialized passion, the more societal passion of helping others. So my first challenge to you is to find, or maybe re-find, your passions. If you haven't thought about it in a while, maybe it's a good time to think about it. What's my passion? Rotary is designed to give us the opportunities to find our passions. It's what it's all about. Without passion, we don't have service, because service is the means to address individuals' passions and our collective passions at a club. Everyone could be passionate about something. It's just they have to find that passion. But everyone doesn't get passionate about enough things. Some become passionate at the level that we like to see. We become people of action. That's what people of action are, is passionate. Your club culture, this club, my club, everybody's club in Rotary. There's a club culture in every club, and it's based on the passions of its members. Little note I don't need. So if that's the case, then how do we relate that passion to Rotary? So the question comes down to is passion goes into service. Like I said before, it's service. It's the service that we do. Which raises the next question. You all have heard this before. I've talked about it before. I think you haven't heard it. If you haven't, let's think about it. Are we a service organization or are we a membership organization? Ryan, what's your answer? Service, he says. Who all thinks it's service? Who thinks we're a service organization? Who thinks we're a membership organization? Well, we actually have an answer now. After years of asking this question and doing research, and some of you may have been involved in the latest round of the members' research. We've come to realize we're a membership organization focused on service. Without members, we can't do service. Without members contributing, we can't afford to do service. I hate to do this, but excuse me, I need to make an adjustment. The whole point of service is, the whole point of this conference of this convergence of membership and service is very simple. We are the largest organization of our kind in the world. We have clearly surpassed all the other service organizations because we're membership based. Everybody get that one? So, what's the best way to handle all this service? In a club. And that's why I'm here today. Talk about vibrant clubs. We expect all of our clubs, we hope all of our clubs, we encourage all of our clubs to be vibrant. What does that mean? Well, we want you all to be engaged. My objective this year is to have every member be engaged in their club. If you say, well, I'm engaged. If you haven't sat down and said to yourself, how am I engaged? This will be a great time to do so today. How am I engaged? Maybe you were president of this club at one time or another. Maybe you were a chair of membership or a chair of service, or you were a chair of or you were active in any of these things. Are you still today? Is that where your passion is? Do you want to find some new engagement? We have it for you. Vibrant clubs grow. No two ways about it. Am I telling you you have to add new members? I'm telling you that without growth, clubs stagnate. Without growth, clubs cannot contribute to their communities because you don't have enough people. The truth of the matter is, people leave Rotary for a variety of reasons. We always need to grow. We always need to keep the new flow going. It's the evolution of what we do and how we do it. I would like to challenge you. My second challenge to you, Gainesville, is to re-engage yourselves, every one of you. I'm hoping that before I get home tonight, somebody will have texted me or emailed me and said, I'm re-engaged, here's what I'm doing. How can you help me? Because that's the other reason I'm here. How can we help you? I want you to re-engage, and I want you to consider sharing Rotary in the next 60 days. Bring somebody to Rotary. Bring a friend. I don't care if you bring an enemy. Bring somebody who might turn out to be the next great Rotarian. I'm not asking you to guarantee me that you're going to put a new Rotarian on the rolls. I'm asking you to bring somebody and share with them what we do here every week. Most of them will turn out to be Rotarians, I hope, because A, we'll convince them to do so, and B, they'll see the value. So if clubs are so unique, and so wonderful, why do we need a district? Why do I have all these things on me that say district governor? Well, the district has a purpose, has a bunch of purposes. Our first purpose, really, in my view, our only purpose, is to help every club. This one gets my attention a lot. But every club in our district gets assistance when they ask for it. And therein is the key. We are here, the district organization is here to serve you, to serve your clubs, to administer the organizational functions of our district, to keep everybody together, to make sure that we're properly giving you training and education for the new members and for old members. How many of you have taken a course, have completed a course in the Learning Center? How many of you, four-way test, how many of you don't know what the heck I'm talking about? Go home, turn on your computer, go to My Rotary, hope you know how to do that, and go to the Learning Center. You'll be amazed. All of the pieces on the Learning Center come directly from the districts of this organization, providing it to the, to RI. The district repositions itself constantly, and the district adds to its repository of information the ideas and the good actions of its members. It's one of the things districts do. We've collected it all, and it's there anytime you ask. Has anybody ever done this kind of project? We're going to get you some information on that. We are also the direct conduit from this club to Rotary International. You come right through us. The door is open both ways, and constantly we're flowing information and requests. If you haven't asked something of Rotary lately, my question would be, how come? It's great to talk to those people. They seem to know everything. They tell me they do all the time. We promote and protect the good name of Rotary. Truthfully, some of that protecting is directed at some members of our district that maybe don't quite understand how we use our good name. We all want to be thought of as great Rotarians and great providers of service. One of our district jobs is to make sure that we continue to do that in a good, viable way. So that's the district. We introduced earlier today, my good friend and my assistant governor, Dorothy Zimmerman. We have 12 assistant governors in our district, and you may have encountered them. And I'm here to tell you, they have a very important job to do for you. They are my eyes and ears in the district, and they are your eyes and ears in the district. If you're not sure how to get a message to someone in the district or someone at another club, go to your AG. If you have a problem, if you have an issue, if you have a question about how we do something in Rotary, they know it and they know how to get the answers. The AGs are the most valuable people in Rotary right now because of the way we're organizing and reorganizing ourselves. So I wanted to, let me tell you a little bit about the district. Oh, wait, I've got something back here. People asked me what this was when I walked in. It's really kind of my security blanket. It's actually interesting story. 6 days before I became district governor, I was introduced to somebody as the almost district governor. And the person responded with, "So you're the Grand Poobah, huh?" Another person chimed in with, "So you came down off the throne to visit little old us?" And I was a little taken aback, and I said, "I got to go find that throne." I looked around for the throne. I asked a lot of people. Everybody kind of chuckled. About all I found was this good old stool that's been around and nobody else wanted, and they said I could have this. So I'm taking it with me, and it's reminding me of just about how important I am, but also it gives me an opportunity to sit and listen to how important you are. Our district represents 64 active Rotary clubs. It represents 7 active Rotaract clubs. It represents 4 satellite clubs, satellites of those 64, plus we represent over 45 Interact clubs and 7 Early Act clubs. There are over 3,300 members of our district, which spans from Amelia Island on the north to Edgewater on the south of the coast, and the interior of Florida from McClenny down to the Berry. We're a big district. And in this big district, there's a couple of dates to remember. You've already heard about August 10th, which is RLI. Yeah? And some of you are going. Thank you for going. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for remembering it's right here in your town. It's right here in your town because you have supported it, and we hope you will continue to do so in future years. August 24th, you heard, I know you all heard, and I hope someone will nod their head when I say, I hope you received an email from me. I made it easier than that piece of paper on the table because the email I sent to you Saturday night or Sunday morning had a link on it to our district calendar and to the registration for Vibrant Club Seminar. Who should go to Vibrant Club Seminar? Every one of you. If you all show up, believe me, I'll find enough tables and chairs for everybody to sit. Everybody who's interested in seeing what's going on in Rotary, whether the new latest things, what's the innovation in club models and membership types, what are the latest experiences of great service and engagement. Come to Vibrant Club. Come to the Vibrant Club's workshop and with your fellow members, learn more about how to make this club more vibrant. We'll be doing RLI again on January 11th. I believe that's in Jacksonville. On May 24th, we'll be in DeLand for RLI. This year, our district assembly will be on Saturday, the 26th of April. Yes, I know that is not attached to the district conference. It doesn't need to be. The district assembly is for all members to come and be part of the annual meeting. And if you are an officer of this club or any club, you'll be expected to be there for some extra training. The district conference, I just mentioned that, will be June 6th and 7th, Friday night and all day Saturday, at the Daytona Beach Hilton, the world's greatest beach. We will be having fun. We will be hearing a lot of new things and meeting some wonderful folks. We will be giving out awards and accolades to our members who have done great things. We will be recognizing Rotarians for being Rotarians, and I promise you, there'll be a lot of music and a lot of laughter and a lot of great fellowship. Plan on joining us. Even more fun and more fellowship. If you haven't been to Calgary, sign up now, the International Convention, June 21st to 26th. That one I know will be raucous. So if you've ever heard about Calgary, the Stampede, you ever heard of the Calgary Stampede? We've got our own version of it that we'll get to see. And they may even let some of you ride a horse. I can't wait to see Wes on a horse. Okay, so let's do what I said we would do. Ryan, send me some people to tell me what's going on in this club.
Thank you, Mickey. At this time, I'd like to invite Patrick Dodds, our Fun and Fellowship Chair. We were hoping we had a little bit more time. Richard Allen was going to talk about service, and Helen Gilstrom. That's okay. It's quite all right. We got started a little bit late. And Helen was going to talk about membership. I think Patrick's a lightning bolt in this club and able to sum everything up. So, Patrick, no further ado, please come up.
Yeah, I did not expect to have to follow Mickey. That's a tough act to follow. But thank you, Ryan, and obviously thank you to Dorothy and Mickey for being here today. I know that as Ryan mentioned, Richard was going to get up here and really talk about the importance of engaging our members. So right in line with what you were saying and how critical it is. I do think that, in the Venn diagram of membership and service organizations, our club falls right smack dab in the middle, right? I think, we are ultimately our members that make this group special. And we want to meet the needs of our members, but from all of you that I know, and I have been able to do service projects alongside, the needs of our members are to serve our community. And I think that's what makes this group so special. And so, with that in mind, I got up here a few weeks ago and talked to you all about some fun and some fellowship. And I heard from you all after that meeting, and we took some surveys. And what we heard from you all is you wanted absolutely no fun and all service. And so I said, no, well, fine, no more fun. And luckily Ryan said, no, keep some of the fun in, and we'll just add some of the service. So I want you all to kind of keep a lookout as we start to send some opportunities for service. We're going to be doing dinner prep at the Ronald McDonald House, some river cleanup with an organization called Current Problems. We're volunteering out at the Gainesville Giving Garden, harvesting food that'll be donated to other nonprofits. We're going to do a packing day at Bread of the Mighty. We're going to be working with the Southwest Advocacy Group, SWAG, and packing some food for the Child Center, and doing some meal service at Grace Marketplace as well. And again, we're going to be also having some opportunities to get together and tour some great community gems that we have, like the Gainesville Fine Arts Association and the Hippodrome and the Matheson Museum, and really give us an opportunity to get out there and experience what this community has to offer together. And I think that's a great way of accomplishing this engagement. Because these lunches are fantastic opportunities for us to all gather together and give a kind of state of the union of what we're working on and hear from great partners in the community. But it's those service opportunities, it's those fellowship opportunities where you really get to know your fellow Rotary members. And it's a great way for us to bring in new members and show them what this Rotary Club and what Rotary is really all about, which is that service above self. So I'm very fortunate to be in this group and to have this role. And before I go, I do want to ask, because so many of you did come up to me after that meeting and say, hey, we used to do this, and it was so much fun, and we used to do that. And I haven't been in this group for more than about 9 months, so I don't have that historical context. And so I think we're going to put together a committee for the service and for the fellowship. And is there anybody here, quick show of hands, that might be interested in sitting on a service committee and coming up with some ideas? Great. Okay, we've got that on camera. It's recorded. We're going to hold you to that. Great. Well, I know I won't take up any more time. I just, I'm very excited about the direction that our past president, Linda, has brought us, and Ryan is bringing us now. And I think so much of this is laid on the foundation of all the stalwarts that are in this group right now. But it's really exciting to be a part of the direction that this club is going. And we will absolutely let you all know how you can help us to continue to tell the story of what this group is accomplishing out in the community. So thank you all so much.
Anybody else? Nope. Good. I know. I'm sorry. I kind of dragged that on a little bit longer than I should have. But let me ask Does anybody have a question? I'm sorry, does anybody have a question of me? Ask anything. What do you want to know about Rotary? What do you want to know about district? What? Anybody? I've got written down here TBD. The reality of life is we are trying to find places to meet that don't charge us exorbitant fees, and we've sent the crowd back, we've sent the committee back out to say, find something different than something that's going to cost me $75 per head for everybody to sit in a room. I suspect the center of the district is where we're trying, and in Palatka, it looks like a good choice. Good enough? Any other question? No? Mr. President, I'll leave it to you.
Thank you, Mickey. Before you leave, I'd like to make a donation in your name, your honor, to the Child Center for Early Learning. Thank you for visiting our club today. Thank you. So there are a number of things we're hoping to cover today. A lot of it goes back to our goals and vision session a couple weeks ago. From the moment our guests come into the door, we want them to feel welcomed. We want new members to feel like they belong, like this is a family, that they have the ability to champion any grant or service project that they are passionate about, and provide opportunities for engagement for our members. So we are making strides in that direction and really appreciate the feedback. I keep harping on the surveys, but I'm really finding them insightful on where we need to focus. With that, next week, Angela Howard is the North Central Florida YMCA director. She'll be speaking with us. The quote of the week: "The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team." Reading Safari drawing number is 865. And with that, I adjourn.